in this session to deal with the second topic, the second point, the major characters. As we always say, as we always mention, that in every play, in every literary work, a drama, a novel, or the similar, there are main characters and less main characters or minor characters. So what we have Oedipus the king himself, Oedipus the main character, or as a character. And then we have the others. As you see with me, we have Oedipus the king, king of Thebes himself. We have Jocasta, queen and wife of Oedipus, queen, wife of Oedipus, but also she is his mother. We should not forget that. Creon, who is Creon? Okay, Jocasta's brother, he is a brother-in-law. And Tiresias, the blind prophet. These are the most main characters. Other characters, all of them, they are important again, but the importance is various, diverse, according to the rule of each one and according to the appearance. Priest of Zeus, messenger from Corinth, and these are what we call usual characters in the Greek dramas. We have to find them: priest, messenger or messengers, soldiers, palace, messenger, a shepherd or shepherd, Oedipus, daughter or daughters, Antigone, Ismene, chorus. Chorus is very important, by the way. Okay, and the chorus has a rule to comment on the events sometime from time to time and to get a sort of speculation within the characters. Start with the first one, Oedipus. What we know about him now, dear students, it is a sort of revision because we dealt with Oedipus several times, king of Thebes. But okay, it is important to increase our background once again. Oedipus, the king of Thebes, is the major character of the play. He leaves his hometown, okay, for the fear of the fulfillment of prophecy, that he will kill. You know, remember? Will, huh? He will. Here the will is auxiliary, not noun. He will kill, and he will kill his father and marry his mother as a prophecy. Unfortunately, his efforts to avoid the prophecy prove futile, and he meets his woeful fate. Yeah, a myth, again, no more than a myth or legend. Okay. He meets his woeful fate, predicated, prophesied, mentioned, said by the gods. Yeah, by the gods. So we say it is myth because of this one, because of what? Of those Greek fake minds in all the ages, and their beliefs. Okay, you know that. When the play begins, Oedipus has already married Jocasta and is proud of confident and proud, as we mentioned, pride as a theme. Sometimes ما زاد عن حده انقلب ضده. هذا excess of ambition or meta ambition, meta power, meta confidence can be dangerous, can be negative to, instead of elevating people, will degrading. He addresses his people gently and promises to provide justice. Promises. So again, promises to provide justice. Okay, it is necessary for a person to provide justice, but according to your what? To permits, according to their abilities. He is unaware at the start that he is the root cause of all the problems. And here is the problem, that people are people. A person is a person. A human being is a human being. He's a weak. He is not an angel. Okay? He is not an angel. And even he is not a devil to realize something hidden. He does not know that he has murdered his biological father when he met with him in the jungle, and through the fight, through the fencing, he killed him, and has shared his mother's bed, as we mentioned, okay, unknowing that she is his mother, but now legally, lawfully, she is his wife. As the story develops and mysteries reveal, uncover, he discovers that he has brought reunion, yeah, catastrophic elements to his family and the people too. Accordingly, unable to see the damage he caused, he blinds himself, he punishes himself, and debars and exiles himself, leaving his daughters and his first enemy, Creon's brother-in-law. Now he trusts, leaving his daughters with Creon's custody, or with his brother-in-law Creon. So Creon will be what will be the empire, or the king, or the president, replacing him. Thinking now in short, summing up the elements of what we have mentioned through the themes, and also supported by ideas, about the first main character. We can see that Oedipus, king of Thebes, is not a protagonist, he is an antagonist. He is a hero, but a hero against himself, and against what? Against nature. Second character, Chukasta. She is another major character in the play, or of the play, Oedipus the King. She is Oedipus' mother and also his wife. When we imagine this point, okay, how can we say that? It is difficult to be, imagined, but this is myth, this is literature, this is story. Thus, she is Queen of Thebes. First, she was the wife of King Laius, the first one, whom Oedipus murdered and killed in fighting. Oedipus was not aware of his lineage. He doesn't know who was his father, mother, and family at that point. As a mother, she is a cruel lady, as she leaves her son to die helplessly to escape the blinding prophecy. She is the only one. Yes, there is a sound, dear student. However, as a wife, she acts as an advisor. Yeah, it is a support. But of course, until this time, she doesn't know that he is her son. When he came after years, a young man, strong, like a hero, okay, and people called for him to be a king, and he has to marry the queen. She loved him as a husband, and she was the advisor for him, faithfully, and faithful companion, unknowing, and she like him, as she cautions Oedipus, always, okay, why you are thinking of those, what we call preoccupations, to preoccupy your mind, to make your mind busy with something maybe not true. She always what? Advising him, but he is insisting on his decision, on his opinion to do. Or she asks him not to pay attention, and this is good, this is interesting of her, not to pay attention to the prophecies, and pretends to be skeptical of the prophets. Leave them. Why you insist on following the wrong, and try to solve the problem, okay, according to your real knowledge. Here are the advices and support of his wife. However, when all her tactics fail, She tried many times, but she failed. Because of what? Because of the stubbornness of Oedipus. He is stubborn, عنيد. And Oedipus reaches the truth of his identity. She fails, yeah, to digest the harsh reality and commit suicide at the end of the play. After realizing that she is what? She is the reason of this problem, of this big problem, not problem, catastrophe, let's say. When we think about the matter critically, we can say that she is the reason, she is the main reason of the problem. How? When this child was infant after the birth, she did not kill him, but she gave him to whom? To a knight, to a god, to take him away, to be grown up away of the country, away of the city, that the prophecy might come false. Okay, but yeah, okay, this is the cleverness again of whom? Of the dramatist and playwright Sophocles, to make it in such a plot. Very interesting one. The third interesting character is Creon. He is another important character in the play. He is Oedipus' brother-in-law and an influential man of Thebes. Yes, and when we say influential, means a man of wisdom, a man of mind, a thoughtful man. So Oedipus sends him to Delphi, another city, to find a solution to the problem his state is facing, his country is facing. Creon takes his responsibility and follows the command. However, when he returns with a solution, instead of believing, Oedipus curses him for plotting against him. So again, here's the pride, the negative pride. Pride? Yeah, the negative pride. He is a proud one. Who is he? Oedipus. The negative pride of Oedipus, thinking of what? Thinking that his brother-in-law Creon is plotting against him, in collaboration with what? With Tiresias, the blind prophet, thinking that they are both trying to absorb his power from him, the power from him, okay, and to kick him out or kick him away. Creon does not react negatively to the false accusations, but he doesn't accept Oedipus' words either. Yeah, defending himself rightfully. Once the truth about Oedipus' identity, about the truth is identical, he shows kindness and offers him to stay in the palace. Okay, what happened. We are the people of today. Forget yesterday. Here are the ideas of Creon. Yesterday it was a mistake by all its what we call components. Let's forget it and to start as newborn. But Oedipus rejects the offer and leaves as a sort of what? As a sort of vow, as a sort of punishment. He needs to fulfill his vow of what? Of punishing the guilty one. And who is the guilty one? He himself, Oedipus, king of Thebes. The next one is Tiresias, and look to the spelling of writing. Sometimes it is written in more than one way. Anyway, here is the character, the fourth character, and it is called the prophet also. He is called the blind prophet and the wise prophet. He can say, but not by his eyes, but by his what? By his mind or heart, who interprets. Imagine, blind and interprets the prophecies. كما كنا نسمع حكاوي جدتي زمان، العجوز اللي لا يرى ولا يسمع يحكي قصصا خيالية. And here is similar idea. He's a blind and he interprets, he explains in a good way. So Tiresias curses Oedipus for causing the problem, the trouble to Oedipus. He's the reason of that. He's the cause of that. He also intentionally tells Oedipus about his past, revealing that Oedipus had killed his father and married his mother, thus telling him the main reason for the plague, for the corona virus thousands of years ago. A plague like what we had recently called corona, alhamdulillah, الذي عافانا وإياكم من ابتلى به كثيرا من خلقه. Okay, the main reason for the plague in the city, instead of believing Tiresias' words, Oedipus takes it as an insult, a challenge, and this challenge is bad. Let's say, what? Arrogance? Yes. Proud, negative proud? Yes. It is what we call about the nature of Oedipus to take it as an insult, and accuses him too, beside Creon, that he is having a sort of conspiracy against him. However, he does not take his words back and remains honest. Insist on what? On his point. These are the most important characters. Of course, there are many other characters. They are important, yes, but they are less important, or they are of what we call minor importance, not like those first one.